All right, so now I alluded to it. Let's get to it. The next reason why dating men for you has become so hard is because you're letting men linger longer than they should. So if you recall, I mentioned this phrase or this idea I have I call dating fatigue. And you get tired of dating, you get exhausted, you get discouraged. And one of the big reasons why that fatigue kicks in is because you let men linger longer than they should. And when you let these dead-end relationships linger longer than they should, where you create this situation where someone can sap you of your strength, that can leave you in a position where by the time you're done with them, even if the right person comes along, you ain't got the energy for it now. Or you develop negative perceptions due to what you just been through. You create, if you haven't healed from the past, well, you may have now added another situation that adds more issues that need to be resolved. All right. In addition to what happened to you previously. It's just a recipe for disaster when we let people stay longer than they need to. Not to mention that, again, it can turn into unwanted pregnancies, marriages that don't fit together, all kinds of other problems. So when we want to improve our dating experience, we have to learn how to get people in and out as quickly as possible. And I want to highlight the fact that if this is more so about if you know right now you want serious commitment. Because if you're saying to me, Stefan, I'm not really feeling commitment right now. I don't have time for anything serious. I just want to have some companionship here and there. As a grown woman, that is your choice. Okay. And of course, in those situations, it's more likely to now let some guys linger that maybe aren't the best, but, and I'm not co-signing this, just explaining it. And I understand why it happens. I still want you to be able to recognize that when you are dating casually in that manner, don't take the negative, if anything negative happens in that situation, don't project that onto a man you're trying to be serious with, because you got to understand you weren't trying to be serious there. So that's going to bring a different type of energy and circumstances and things like that. All right. So recognize it for what it is. But when you are when your desire is for something serious, then yes, the better you can get at getting men in and out, the better for you. All right. They don't need to be sticking around forever. Going back to that intuition piece, like a lot of y'all knew on that first date he wasn't it. Some of you knew in the first conversation he wasn't it. Now, of course, yes, be in tune with yourself enough to know when you're just being overly critical out of fear and negative experiences versus you are tapped into your intuition. And that gets easier when you have healed and you resolve past traumas. But you don't need to give people chances that don't deserve a chance. And when I say don't deserve, it doesn't mean they're not a good person. You might meet some guys who are good, nice guys. But if they're not really for you, if it doesn't work, if it doesn't fit, because that's the thing. A lot of times it's not even about this is a bad person or whatever. It's just that we don't fit well together. All right. So some men are going to pass you up because you two are not a good fit. And you're going to pass some men up because you two are not a good fit. It doesn't mean anyone's bad, a dog, a this, none of that. It's just not. It's not going to work here. Okay. And we have to understand that when we try to force a relationship or dating someone that we don't fit well with, we're asking for negative things to eventually come. Because when people don't fit, there's conflict somewhere. It might be as simple as, all right, let's just say you're a woman who wants a lot of attention. Nothing wrong with that. You require a lot of quality time. And you meet this great guy, but he's very busy. All right. Now, if you try to move forward with this man that you don't fit with because he is not capable of giving you the time and attention that you need, and you are not capable of being comfortable with his kind of schedule and work ethic, okay? What you're asking for is a recipe where at some point, People are going to get mad, resentful. They're going to maybe act out. Now these negative things start to happen. Now we have these greater conflicts and it starts to look like this person is just a bad person. No, it's all symptoms of y'all don't fit. And when you don't fit, you're going to have a lot of, I didn't want to use the word, but the word rhymes with fit. Okay? You're going to have a lot of trash. You're going to have a lot of bad stuff happen. Okay? So just be mindful of that and understand that. All right? If you're trying to improve your dating experience. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. So I know how many of you are feeling. You feel like dating sucks. And I understand. and I hope you don't feel that way, but I know many of you feel that way, okay? I know it feels